Okay, guys, I'm so excited that all of you could hop on here tonight. When Allison asked me to do this, I think we talked about it in convention the first time. She really wanted me to just go over some really basic good things to help you get your business started. I know we've got so many newbies on your team. The growth on this team is just insane. So I'm super proud of you guys. So I just kind of put together a list of good practices to help you get started in that first month that you're an ambassador. And these are actually really good for those of us who've been ambassadors a while too. So it's kind of a good refresher as well. Um, the first thing that I want to share is just to get going from the get-go. I know a lot of people, we had a little feed going on about this today, not wanting to start anything, sharing anything about the business until they had their welcome pack. And that's just not, you don't have to do that. You can start from the get-go. And I know there's several of you who have started from the get-go, so that's really good. But start when you're excited. Before that welcome pack's being there, that anticipation is there. Start sharing with your friends, about what you're about to start doing. The first little assignment that I would say you need when you're starting your business is writing about your why, figuring out why you are doing this. What is your motivation? Is it your own health? Is it the business side? What is your motivation? I was going to say this too. Before you are like frantically taking notes, I'm actually going to post all of this in an outline for you guys. So don't feel like you have to like take notes like a crazy person. So sorry, forgot to say that. But back to your why. You've got to get your why nailed down. Send a copy of it to your upline and let them know why you're doing this, because that's what's going to help you get through those times that maybe you didn't sign the ambassador that you wanted to sign, and maybe you didn't get a customer this week, or whatever the case may be. Those times when it gets hard, knowing why you're doing this and being able to remember that and actually having somebody hold you accountable to that is really going to be beneficial for you guys. Also, it just helps you having that nailed down from the get-go, because that's what you're going to be sharing with people too. People are going to wonder why you're doing this. They're not going to understand why you're doing this in some cases. And so having that, concrete, where you've, already gone through it and you know what you're going to say, that's going to help you a ton just when you're sharing with people who have questions, who don't know why you're doing this. I know for me, when I started this, I needed to lose a lot of weight. And so that was one of my reasons. I wanted to lose weight and I wanted to be healthy for my family. And at the same time, we desperately needed the financial side of it as well. And so just knowing that kept me going when something did get hard. So definitely nail that down. Send a copy of that to your upline. Another thing that I want y'all to do from the get-go is stay in contact with your upline or several uplines. But start a three-way chat, do a three-way call with them right when you first sign up, or when you're signing, your ambassadors up as well. You guys have Allison. She's like the queen bee of three-way chats on Facebook. She'll have like 20 of them going at one time. So use that, because she's willing to do that for you guys, and that is invaluable, especially when you're talking to people. Get her to help you line out your goals. What are you wanting to do with this? I think sometimes when we start, we're like, I have no idea what my goals are, because I don't even know what the first step is. So get her to help you line those things out. That's really going to be helpful, and just stay in contact with her, because she's going to help you along the way. Next, I want you to get in there and explore your back office a little bit. That's kind of overwhelming in the beginning. I remember thinking, what does all this stuff mean? But just get in there and explore that, and just figure out, how you're gonna put your orders, what reports you're looking at, all those kinds of things. I'll actually post a video link for you guys that'll kind of help you navigate your back office too. That's really helpful. Order business cards and catalogs. There is no excuse to not carry business cards and catalogs, and I usually throw in a couple of sticks of Slim into my purse and have those on you at all times. That way, when an opportunity arises for you to share with somebody, you've got that on you and you can give it to them, rather than just, oh, well, I can get it to you in the mail. Get them right then. Give them your information. Give them a catalog. Those catalogs are so cheap. I think it's like, how much is it? It's not much at all. It's very affordable for a big package of them, and they just redid them, so they're brand new and fancy now. So get you some of those. You can order business cards in your back office, or you can use, Etsy or Print or something like that as well. Next thing is start following and friending some people on Facebook that, you know, your uplines, your sidelines, people who are doing Plexus as well, because that's going to help you when you're posting, especially in the beginning. I really didn't know what to post in the beginning, and so I pretty much copy and pasted every post that my sponsor posted. That helped me. I didn't feel confident enough myself to, you know, make up my own stuff yet and feel confident enough in the product. So that's really, really helpful to have a bunch of people, you know, in your network on Facebook where you're scrolling through and you're seeing their Plexus posts too and the things that they're posting. If you need a list, ask for it and we'll get you a list of people to friend. Make sure that your upline has added you to team pages. This is huge. Team pages and testimonial pages. If you are not added to team pages, you're going to miss out on fun contests. You're going to miss out on giveaways. You're going to miss out on news from, you know, the company. I mean, just all kinds of things, training opportunities, all those things you're going to miss out on. So make sure that you're on some pages, the team pages and the testimonial pages, because there's another place that you can draw testimonies from. And then make sure you're adding your people too, because you're doing a huge disservice to the people that are on your team if you are not adding them as well. Make your debut post. This is something you need to do in that first week, right after you order your welcome pack and sign up. Be genuine. You know, share why you're doing it. Share a little bit about the company. Share, you know, about our products a little bit. Share about the financial side, just whatever it may be, but be very genuine in it. You know, I think my coming out post was sharing a little bit about the weight loss side because I was really interested in that. I didn't share too much about the you know, the financial side at that point, but just be yourself. That's the most important thing when you're coming out and you're telling people about, you know, what you're about to be doing, and be yourself. Because if you're trying to be something else and that something else is not you, all your friends that know you, they're going to call you out on it, and you want to be taken seriously from the get-go. So really be genuine in that. Also, you don't have to have a great testimony to start sharing. I think a lot of times we think, well, I need to lose 20 pounds before I can start sharing, but that's just not the case. You know, there are little things that will happen along the way, like your clothes are fitting looser or whatever the case may be. And that might not be a big deal to you, but that's a big deal to somebody else. There are people out there who would just love to lose 5 pounds, and that doesn't seem big to you, but that's exactly what they want. So don't ever, you know, lessen any small victories for you. And make sure you're sharing those. Make your list. I want you guys to make a list of prospects, prospective customers, prospective ambassadors. Make it a big list. Anybody that you can think of. I'm actually going to post a link for you guys to follow that will help you think, kind of jog your memory on where, you know, all these people that you know, where you can pull these names from, and make a big old list. And make sure that this is an ever-evolving list, that you're, you know, contacting people on the list, and that you're also adding new people to that list. Take from that list and make yourself a list of about 20 people that is your dream team list. These are the people that you feel like would be amazing at this business, that you want on your team. So keep that and keep adding and taking away from that as well. And this is something that, you know, you don't have to get it completed in your first week. It's just something that you want to keep working on. Plug into the team calls, the videos that we post, anything like that, anything that's training that we're having for you, like this call tonight. Make sure you're plugging into those and taking advantage of those. You know, most things are recorded, so if you can't make it to one, don't feel bad. We'll probably have it recorded and post it for you guys the next day. But just make sure that you're utilizing that stuff. We're doing this for you guys, and so we want y'all to be utilizing those and really learning and gaining from those. We're also doing the online events, and I know some of you may have actually come from one of our online events. Those are great. I mean, that's an event from the get-go that you can use to, you know, bring other people in and get them excited like you are. So just use all of those things. There's some videos and stuff, some training stuff that I'm going to post for you guys, some links. There's YouTube channels that are great from some of our Diamond ambassadors. I'm going to add all of that stuff to the outline that I post for you guys, but just utilizing those things there. You know, if you have, you know, you're driving to work or whatever, you're picking your kids up, just take a few minutes and listen to one of those calls. Most of the little YouTube videos are less than 5 minutes or 5 minutes. So it doesn't take much time just to get a little bit more knowledge about a product or about, you know, compensation or whatever it is. Just utilize all of those things, and I'll post that for you guys. Make sure you're getting emails from corporate, and last and certainly not least, especially if you are looking for weight loss in Plexus, make sure you take before pics and take your measurements. I cannot tell you how many times people don't do that, and then they don't have anything concrete to share with their audience about how much they've lost or about how many inches they've lost. So that's super, super important. Moving into what this might look like for week 2, you want to keep in contact with your sponsor. Ask questions. You are going to have a lot of questions, and that's okay. We did too. All of us, every single one of us have questions when we start, and sometimes we still do. So, you know, keep asking those questions, and, you know, go over your goals with them. You know, tell them what you've done to reach your goals. Set up plans of action to hit 500 PV. That's a big thing, because once you hit 500 PV, you're getting 25% commission. That's a huge jump in your check. So make that one of your goals. Hit 500 PV, and then going silver as well, which we had one special lady do that today, Miss Julie. Silver is your first promotion, guys. That is what starts that little snowball rolling. So get your first 3 ambassadors and set a goal to do that. Post at least once a day on Facebook. This is huge. I have a girl right now that I'm struggling with because I want her to be posting on Facebook. She's messaging with people, but she's not posting. And so just think about all of the people that huge network that you're missing out on if you're not posting consistently on Facebook every day. I usually say 1 to 2 times a day. Anything more, and you kind of start running the risk of maybe it being a little bit too much. You want to make sure you're mixing it up. Do personal posts and Plexus posts. I share a lot about my kids on Facebook too. Don't puke Plexus. If you're posting 9 times a day, people are just going to get annoyed. So just don't do that. Allison, did you want to add a little bit about Facebook posting?
Yes. Just like she said, post daily, post positive, if you try to remember. Don't do a post about Plexus and then 10 minutes later be complaining about something. You want to try to stay positive so people feel like they can approach you with their personal issues with weight and health. If they feel like you're going to give them or you're negative, come to you. Also, like she said, post personal. I do like 50-50 for every Plexus post. I do a personal post. And then there's 3 types of posts that I try to do a day. I do a Plexus with a testimony, but I do testimony of somebody I know or myself, or even something like, sure was nice to run outside with my kids today. Love that Plexus energy. It doesn't have to be buy from me. It can just be something that plugs Plexus. And then I do a personal one. And then I always do one, try to do one at least every other day that requires my friends to participate, like toilet paper over or under, because they're not going to see your posts unless you're active in their feed, and Facebook is really good at filtering. So as long as they're active on your feed, your posts are going to show up more often in their feeds. Then I also go through Facebook and I comment so that I connect with people and they remember that I'm their friend and why I'm their friend, and I keep my face fresh in their mind, and then I also stay in their feed and they stay in my feed. That way, if they post that they had a migraine, then I know they have migraines and I can reach out and help them. So to me, Facebook is a job because I go through daily and comment on as many pictures and posts as I can. And then I do my 3 posts that I try to do daily. And then that's about it. But just you need to remember that you're representing Plexus. You're an ambassador, and you should be proud of that. So, you know, don't post about how healthy you are, and then the next picture, your cheeseburger and your Coke that you had for lunch. You know, you are an ambassador. You need to represent in a positive way, and because you're trying to get people healthy. And that's what I would remember with Facebook. And if you have any other questions about Facebook, I feel like I'm a professional Facebooker now.
We all are.
Yeah. That's all I had for Facebook.
Okay. Another thing with our posting, you know, all those people that I told you to start following, which we can get y'all a list, the people that have great posts. So you're following them now and you're seeing great posts. The great thing about Plexus is that we all share our posting. Feel free to use anything that I ever post and take it and post it on your wall as your own. You know, it's just good to help each other out. I mean, somebody may think of posting something that you didn't think of, or vice versa, or whatever. And so I love that we do that. So sometimes people will start like a document on their computer and they'll save good posts in there and then they can tweak them and use them for later. I actually, on my phone, I take screenshots of good posts. That way I know I can remember whose page to go to and pick that up next time. So I can just, you know, filter through my pictures and find posts that I want to post. Another thing that I want you to start doing is sharing Plexus with 3 people. It doesn't have to be 3 people every day. It doesn't have to, you know, do what you can, but share with 3 people. You know, sometimes it might just be at the grocery store, whoever's checking you out, or maybe you have somebody on your list that you specifically want to reach out to that day. Just start sharing, you know, with people. Also, follow up with people. This is, so now we're talking about week 2. Let's say you have some, you know, people that were interested in week 1. Well, now would be the time to follow up with those people. Make sure you're not forgetting that. Make lists. Lists really help. But you just want to make sure you're touching base with those people. Continue to share. People are drawn in by your passion and your enthusiasm. This is critical time when people are watching consistent with this, or if you're gonna kind of post here and kind of post there, they want to see you being passionate about it. Your weekly calls and your bi-weekly online events, all those kind of things, utilize those when you can. Make your list of potentials who have liked or commented on your Plexus post. This is huge, guys. Sometimes people won't actually reach out and ask you questions about Plexus, but you can tell they're interested because they're liking every single post or commenting or whatever. So make yourself a list of people who are liking or commenting on your post and follow up with them and say, hey, you know, I noticed that you liked my post. If you like a sample, let me know, or whatever. You know, just follow up with those people. At this point, I want you to start really learning the products and learning the compensation plan as well. It's not something that you're going to learn overnight. I still have questions as well. But just start learning those things, start, you know, digging in and researching the products, the compensation plan. I'm going to post some great videos for you guys to use, and I'll include those in the outline, and that'll really help you know the products and the compensation plan so that we have answers for them. So now we're going to roll right on into week 3. This is of your first month with Plexus. I want you to make sure, like I said earlier, that your network is ever expanding. Go through, you know, Facebook will suggest friends to you. Go through and find your friends. Find old high school friends. Find old elementary friends, whoever. You know, new friends, play dates that you can take your kids on. What else? Co-workers. Make sure you're getting those people on Facebook. I met a guy on an airplane the other day, and we talked the whole flight home from Phoenix. And we did talk Plexus, and we did talk business. But at the end, I just said, hey, it was really nice talking to you. And I handed him my phone with the search bar pulled up on Facebook and said, here, find yourself. I'd love to connect with you on Facebook as well. So even though it wasn't like we were, you know, definitely talking about Plexus and I was signing him up as an ambassador or a customer right then, he's interested. And we talked about it a little bit, and now I've got him on my Facebook. So he's going to be seeing the things that I'm posting. Something may, you know, ring a bell with him, and he may get really interested then. So make sure you're getting any new people that you come in contact with, getting them on your Facebook, because that's just a great way to be able to share with them without coming off too salesy. You know, a lot of times when you meet somebody, Plexus may not even come up in that first conversation, and that's okay, because we don't want to just, you know, hit Plexus all over them. It's actually a good thing to, you know, get to know them and, you know, ask questions about them, and then you can go from there. And usually there's an avenue, a door opens up where you can share Plexus with them very naturally, and you're not pushing it on them. So be a product of the product. Make sure you're taking the products every day. If people are asking you questions, people are, you know, wanting you to troubleshoot and give you help and help with products, you know your products and how what they're doing and help people. Make sure you're taking your products. Like I said earlier, share your non-scale victory. There is no small victory. Everything is a big deal to somebody. So make sure you're sharing even those small things like sleeping better. Allison, was that huge for you? You slept better. That was something you had wanted for years. That may have seemed like something small to somebody, but for her, that was huge. So make sure you're sharing. Make sure you're still posting at least one time a day. Continue to work through your potentials list and your dream team list. I posted last week template messages in the Power Section 19 page. Those are a great way to reach out to people. Use those templates. Take them, make them your own, and reach out to those people. These are just ways that, you know, we've used that have worked really well. So take those and use those. You can also, you know, ask a friend that's on your dream team list, ask them out for lunch or for coffee, something like that. Take them out and treat them. That's a great way to kind of open up that conversation with them. Another thing when you're working through that list, which I haven't said earlier, but be personal with these people first. It goes such a long way to have somebody ask you how your kids are doing or ask you how your mom is doing, if there's something going on there, or, you know, something like that, rather than just coming into a meeting or going into a message and just starting. It really goes a long way to know, for them to know that you care. I say this a lot too. We need to talk less and listen more, and that really helps us be able to share Plexus in a better way. A lot of times, I think we're so excited and we end up, you know, we'll go in and we will, because we're so excited about that. But then we find out that, you know, maybe they don't really want to lose weight, and so now we may have offended them, but then we've missed the opportunity to share maybe the business side with them, and that may have been more of what they're interested in. So make sure you know who you're talking to. What else? You also have the option of doing like little tasting parties or online events. Allison's really great with the online events too for newbies. Those are really helpful just to get excitement and invite those people in that, you know, have just started seeing you post about Plexus. Another thing that I really want to talk about is learning gut health. I learned gut health because of Plexus, because of my daughter and everything that she has gone through. And gut health is where we are going to change people's lives in this business with our products. So I really want you to really dig in and start researching about things of the gut. I'm going to post some videos for that as well, but then, you know, do your own research. Research probiotics. Research, you know, certain ingredients within our products, because I just really feel like this is where we're going to change people's lives, is just working with gut health and educating people on gut health. And we can't educate if we don't know it ourselves. Oh, hold on. I'm going to have to upgrade our call really quick. We're going over our time.
No.
Oh, maybe it's not making me. Okay, we're just going to keep going until it makes sense. So next I want to talk about moving into week 4. We're talking about, you know, your hypothetical 4th week as an ambassador. I want you guys to start thinking about finding a power partner. This is just somebody to walk with you in this business and encourage you, support you, help you do troubleshooting. You can vent to them. Sometimes you're going to have to vent. You're going to get frustrated with something. Sidelines are really great. You know, sometimes it's hard to, as an upline, to be able to be a power partner with all of your downline. It's really hard because then you don't feel like you have anybody to go to. So sidelines work really well. And what I mean by sideline is, for instance, in my case, I am under my sponsor, Nikki, and then my friend, Amber, who's my power partner, she is also under Nikki. So we're sidelined to each other. If you need suggestions for that, ask your upline. They're going to help you find somebody that's, you know, going about the same pace that you are and has the same or similar goals that you do. I want you guys to become students of network marketing. This business is totally different from anything I've ever done, for sure, and I'm sure for a lot of you that's the same case. And there's no need for us to reinvent the wheel, guys. There are people, not just in Plexus, but in a bunch of other companies, who are at the top of their game in this business, and they've tried and they failed at things that didn't work, and now they see, you know, what does work. So there's no reason for us to feel like we have to go out and pioneer this all on our own when we've got so many resources on the profession of network marketing. So I'm going to post a list for you guys of some really great books that you can get that will just help you to start, building your knowledge in that area. I always tell people try to devote, 10, 15, 20 minutes a day to personal development of some sort. And there's going to be days that doesn't happen, and that's okay. But just make that a goal to start learning about the industry that you're in now. What else? Keep lists. I'm a big list maker. Sorry, I don't know if any of you guys are, but daily lists, the things that I need to get done every day, like posting, certain things that I want to post, things that, I want to, or people that I want to follow up with, or people that I want to reach out to. All of those things will really help you. I just keep lists going on my day planner, so that's very, very helpful. Keep handing out your business cards and your catalogs and your Slim, and like I said earlier, listen more and talk less. A lot of times, if we will listen to people, they will give us an opportunity to share Plexus, because Plexus is so amazing on so many avenues. You'll be talking to somebody and they'll mention that they have diabetes, or that they're having to work 2 jobs, or whatever the case may be. That's your opportunity to share with them, instead of just going in and, like I said earlier, just puking Plexus all over them. Look for those natural avenues to share with them, because then you're not going to feel so salesy. I know none of us want to feel salesy and like we're pressuring people. And doing it that way and listening to the people that we're talking to is going to help us. We're so excited about the products, and we just want to tell everybody, but that can come later. They'll start asking questions about products and all of those things later. So let them ask that later. The last thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that I think is really good when you're first starting out, I told you to nail down your why. Why are you doing this? Why are you working this business? But now I want you to actually make a video and tell people about your why and post it on Facebook. I know I can see the faces. I know, it's scary. But when you are genuine and when you are sharing your heart and why you're doing this, that is when you're going to touch people, guys. Posting graphics, posting, salesy, like, things all the time, that's not what gets people. What gets people is you sharing your heart and you sharing testimonies that tug at your heart. That's what's going to make people want to join this business with you. That's what's going to make people, want to take these products and want to get healthy. It's because of the stories that you shared. My friend Maggie, I don't know if you saw me share this the other day, but she posted a video about how Chick-fil-A lemonade changed her life. And basically the gist of the video was just that she had never been able to just run through Chick-fil-A and grab her kids' lemonade. I mean, that was just not an option for them financially. And because of Plexus, she's able to do fun things like that with her kids. And that's a big deal, guys. That would have been a big deal for me. We couldn't do that. We couldn't afford to hardly even buy groceries before we did this. So, I mean, that's, sharing your heart is huge. I would have never gotten more comments, more reaction than from my personal things that I have shared. So is it out of your comfort zone? Probably. Are you going to feel uncomfortable doing it? Probably. But that's where the magic happens, is when you get out of your comfort zone. So that is basically what I wanted to share with you guys. Allison, you want to close us out?
Sorry, I had it muted. I'm outside with my dogs. Too many people inside my house. My entire family is here. That's basically it. And getting out of your comfort zone is something you're going to have to do. And you can watch Julie. She's only done it for a few days, and people are really reaching out to her. Even people from our Plexus board team are begging to use her story because it's so touching. You've got to be personal and don't be salesy. If you're scared, then that means you're making a sale. You shouldn't be scared because you're trying to help people that you love. Mm-hmm. And that's one thing I always try to remember. And I try to touch base more as to why we know each other than just trying to make sales, because that'll offend you. Yeah. And if you have any questions, you can always, always, always message me. I work in my sleep, I swear. That's it. That's all I have for them. I'm so excited.
Yeah, you guys are killing it.
Yeah, we're doing good. Julie, did you have a question? No?
I got it.
That's it for me.
Alrighty, well, we will get this recording to you guys, and y'all can share it with anybody who missed it. And I'm so glad we could do this tonight.
Me too. Thank you, Heather.
You're welcome. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, bye.
Bye.